Hi, welcome to my discipleship project report. These are the 5 items I will cover. So, who do I want to become? Let me summarize what I wrote on the template document. I always work on improving myself. This is part of who I am. For this course, I planned on applying Kobe's habit number 2 to become more like my savior, a person who is in control and equipped to make the right decisions. These are my goals per category. Spiritually, to become more self reliant. Physically, to increase my fitness level. Emotionally, to become more centered. Intellectually, to become a lifelong learner. Professionally, to increase my income. Financially, to become debt free. And socially, to reconnect with old friends. These goals are long term, they compose my vision. For this project, my goals take me one step closer to the bigger picture that I just described. So, who am I becoming? I am becoming who I have the potential to become in life eternal. So, about my goals. I set 10. The three in orange are weekly goals, and each goal statement starts with the category that it belongs to. Here is my sheet. Where is it now? Ah, here it is. So my goals relate to praying and reading the scriptures, working out, meditating, learning something new, logging my expenses, working with my accountability partners, counting my weekly physical activity, updating my resume and applying to jobs, and finally, reconnecting with friends. As you can see, I went below my target percentage on 2 of those weeks, as represented by the red marked uh, in column B. Going back to the presentation, let's take a look at my accomplishments. So basically, self-knowledge was my biggest accomplishment. Also, I dropped some weight and reconnected with 2 of my oldest friends. Here's my data. Row 1 shows my performance per column. D and E are my biggest improvement areas, and the last 2 columns are my best performance. My behavior reflects more interest in professional and social goals than on physical and emotional. This surfaces a lack of self care on my part. Then meditating was the hardest goal because it was a new habit for me. So naturally, there's a low percentage there. And also, the contrast between columns D and J shows that I do get enough physical activity, only not on a consistent daily basis. Most of that physical activity happened incidentally by walking during errands or taking my daughter to the park. Now let's compare expectations to results. My initial goals were somewhat short-sighted, I would say. Knowing myself and my past failures, I expected to expand my comfort zone. But the actual result was different. I didn't expect what the course's activities taught me. Motivation declines over time if you focus on the external outcome of your goals. But if you focus on becoming a disciple leader, a person of balance, self control, temperance, and love, your internal motivation explodes and reaps improvements in all areas of your life. So, how does this change my future direction? From now on, I will shift how I focus on goals. Instead of just repeating tasks, I will focus on seeing myself as the person who already has those habits. Through the progress of the course, I adopted the heart at peace mentality, which changed my approach at human interaction and led me to be more kind to others and to myself. So, about accountability, my lesson learned is that progress is not linear, but you have to keep yourself accountable to notice the nuances. Commitment to personal goals is almost never 100% perfect, but this is no reason to abandon my efforts. Tracking my goals help me see inconsistencies actually to be expected. At a daily level, my improvement curve can look bad, but the trend in the long term is always upward. Being accountable helped me figure that out. Also, having accountability partners was new to me, and I found it rather bothersome at the beginning. But in the end of the semester, I was glad to report to and hear from my accountability partners. Thank you.